So I have a question for you. What is the difference between criticism and feedback? Interesting one, eh? Now, I've asked this question to lots of people, and generally the answer seems to be how you deliver it. How you deliver that piece of information is viewed as to whether it's viewed as criticism or whether it's viewed as feedback. Now, really, what is it? It's just basically somebody's opinion that they're giving you to change something. So, interesting. If you ask somebody for their opinion and they give you an opinion that is different to your own, depending on how they deliver that opinion is going to be whether you call it feedback or criticism. So I have a proposition. What if you're able to do something different in that moment? Now, it depends on how you are with taking criticism. Some people absolutely like water off a duck's back, does not matter. They don't even bat an eyelid. They don't get offended. It just literally rolls off them. So because they are perhaps more Teflon coated as people, bulletproof type of people, other people can really take things to heart, can ruminate over it, think about it really deeply, keeps them awake at night. And so it's those people that I'm really kind of addressing here and talking to. How can you turn the feeling of being criticized into the feeling of being helped, into a feeling of it sort of being constructive in a positive way? That's really the idea here. Now, if you are able to just change the word criticism to feedback, and understand that actually without feedback in life, we will never be able to perhaps think about things in a different way. Without feedback, we would never kind of be able to gauge where we are. Without feedback, we would never be able to kind of understand, where we need to kind of improve or what we need to perhaps tailor accordingly. So actually feedback is very important, because it shows that we are kind of having a reaction or a response out there to whatever we're doing. Now, the other interesting concept is that people are entitled to their own opinions. Just because someone else's opinion isn't the same as yours, it doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just an alternative viewpoint. And if you're able to allow people to have their own opinions and be absolutely fine with that, then actually what you're saying to yourself is that yes, you value your own opinion, but actually you are allowing and honouring somebody else to have an opinion that's different to you. Therefore, in any case, that means you have a bit of more of a flexible mindset rather than a fixed mindset. Why do we get upset when people don't share our opinions? Because actually on some level that's challenging us, kind of saying to us, well, if they have a different opinion, the opposite opinion to us, technically our opinion is not right, or it's not valid, or it's wrong. But if you just know that's not true, because we've got however many people on this planet, we're not all going to have the same opinion. I mean, that is just going to be basically impossible. So if we understand that 50% of the planet are going to agree with you, 50% of the planet are not, and you're okay and comfortable with that statistic, that really does help. So it's just about kind of getting these strategies inside your mind and kind of recognizing that if you are one of those people that feels that they are overly criticized or they can't do anything right, have a look at that in your own mind. It's almost look in the mirror and and see where you can change just a tiny little aspect of the way you think about that information. Information, before it gets into your mind, is literally neutral. As soon as it gets into your mind, that's where your mind does something with it. That's where your mind represents it in some way. Is this negative? Is this positive? Is this bad? Is this good? Is this allowed? Is this not allowed? You know, whatever we sort of do in our own mind. But if you remember, information out there is neutral. And then take ownership for what happens when it gets into your own mind. How can you turn it around and help you help yourself so you don't feel crushed, so you don't feel unheard, so you don't feel challenged in a negative way? So we're always going to be thinking about how can we turn that problem into a solution. And that's nice.